What up guys, welcome back to the channel, man. Today we are getting an early start because I've got a lot of work to do to this damn old Integra right here. So I mentioned in the last video, yes, this is my girlfriend's Integra. It's a 2000, it's a sedan. It's a really sexy car, bro. And yes, a lot of you guys have noticed that her and Braven actually traded wheels. So Braven now has the wheels that were once on her car and she traded for his white Slipstreams. Braven really wanted to see how a wheel with more of an offset would fill in the wheel wells on Creamy, and it made a huge difference on his car. I don't know if you guys remember how sunk his car was, but honestly I think these wheels looked really good on her Integra. I think they look a lot better on Creamy, and I think that the white Slipstreams look a lot better on her car. It's a really good trade for both cars. But anyhow, we got a lot of work to do to that damn thing. Not only do I need to do a valve adjustment, the valve lash adjustment, because that thing's kind of noisy, but we've also got an oil change. We got spark plugs. Hold the phone. That man did not give me my spark plug wires. Huh, lovely. Okay, so we have cap, rotor, fuel filter, spark plugs, and we have no wires. That man did not give me the wires. I definitely paid for the wires. I definitely threw the receipt away. Ah, this is gonna be annoying. Huh. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna start crying right now. I need to get to work. Alright, so I have finished cylinder number 1 and cylinder number 3. I am now on to cylinder number 4. Cylinder 4 is exactly the same as 1 and 3 were. The intake side is way too tight. So with the cylinder at top dead center, you know how there's supposed to be a little bit of play inside of these rockers? See how like this has play? Right now, cylinder 4 is at top dead center. The lobe is completely off of the rocker, and there is no play in these intake rockers. And then the exhaust rockers are just stupid ass loose, bro. I can't fit any filler gauges in between the intake. Yeah, I don't know, this car was in desperate need of a valve adjustment. There should be a pretty damn noticeable difference, not only in how much quieter the engine is more than likely going to be, but also in the performance of it. Dude, this thing is all out of whack. But anyhow, I have 2 more cylinders to go, and then I'm going to go through and check all of them one more time, and then we can close this valve cover up and move on. Cylinder 3 is done. I'm setting the intake side to 7, and this right here is 7. It slides in. It's got a little resistance coming back out. And you know it's 7 because I then take 8, which is one size up, and that does not fit inside of there. So 8 doesn't fit, 7 does, with a little bit of drag. So I know that that is at 7. Now, the exhaust side, I am setting to 8. And you can put 8 in there with a little bit of drag. I don't know if you could tell how, like, it's not just simply sliding out, it's gripping a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And then since I'm setting that side to 8.009, I have one size up from that, and 9 does not fit inside of there. So if 9 doesn't fit, 8 does fit with a little bit of drag. I know that's at 8. All right, now we only got cylinder 2 left. Go ahead and rotate the engine till we are at cylinder 2, top dead center. And I like putting a jack stand in here to support my extension. Just makes it a lot easier. So I just have to turn this one-handed. I don't have to get in there and try to hold it. The hardest part of my day is already done, bro. The valve adjustment was the most difficult thing that we have to do. Everything else is just all routine maintenance type shit. Well, valve adjustment's routine maintenance, but you know, it's a very involved process. But now I'm gonna go ahead and swap the spark plugs out. These things are burnt, bro. Like, I don't know when the last time this car had a tune-up, but another thing I noticed is that the gap on these look huge. Yeah, these things were gapped way in the hell out, bro. That's crazy. So the valve adjustment was definitely way off, and these spark plugs are not only burnt, that one's actually gapped correctly. It's a little on the loose side, but spark plugs were burnt, and they're definitely gapped way too far out. What were they? Oh, they were NGKs at least. Shoot. Gonna go ahead and throw the new plugs in. I'm still so freaking upset they didn't give me my plug wires, man. Alright, up next is cap and rotor. Goodbye, old spark plugs. Alrighty, cap and rotor is finished. Now, what started this whole thing is her car was running kind of rough. It had a little bit of a misfire going on, which I'm not surprised by how bad the valve adjustment was. That very well could have been the misfire, because it was really bad. But another thing that I noticed is that her spark plug wires, the number 1 cylinder, the spark plug wire wasn't like clipping onto the spark plug. And I pulled it out and I tried to like pinch that little metal piece in there a little bit to get it to clip. Nothing would make that damn spark plug wire work. So for temporary, I ended up putting my old set of NGK blues on her car so that she can, you know, drive to work and whatnot. While it did run better, it still had the misfire and everything going on. But these are VTEC spark plug wires, so they don't sit on there flush like they're supposed to. I still need to go back down to the auto parts store and get the damn spark plug wires that I paid for. I know I paid for them, but just didn't get them. I'm gonna go ahead and throw these back on for now. We'll have to swap them out later. Up next is the fuel filter, and I think this one was bigger than that. I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. It looks like this one's probably been on there a while, since being it is rusting, especially since we live in Arizona. Goodbye. Alright, filter is done, and I've already checked it for leaks. No leaks. Only thing left now is the oil change. Oh, and I also only ever use the absolute best filters that money can buy. The Wix filter is better than any other filter on the market. I wouldn't buy anything else, ever. man. That's my Girlfriends Integra. This is a 2000. This is a year 2000. It is not a GSR model. I saw a lot of people were assuming that it is a GSR. That is because probably it does have full black leather GSR interior. Dude, it's a really freaking dope ass car. It's really nice. It's in pretty great shape. It is a little rough around the edges and it needs some love, you know, like the door jambs aren't painted, the engine bay isn't painted, and to be honest with you, the paint job that's on it, it was a single stage and it was never clear coated, and it could use another paint job. So this is most certainly going to be a car that you guys are going to see more of on the channel. I would like to paint this car. I'll just paint it and get it looking nicer. I want to spray all this trim, you know, the common Honda stuff. It's got this black trim that's turning chrome that needs to be freshened up. Take a few dings out of it, get it sprayed. It is actually sitting on a set of K-Sports. It's got drilled and slotted rotors all the way around. She really likes the neochrome. Anywhere she can put neochrome, she has. The interior is really clean, doesn't have any rips or anything. And it's not an LS, it's actually a B20. And by the way, it has working air conditioning, which we're using today. It actually gets really cold. Power steering. And it's got a nice alarm on it, remote start, all that stuff. It's a really dope ass daily, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, you guys will be seeing more of this on the channel because I would like to do some work to it, and I might have her help, who knows. Anyhow guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video, just doing some routine maintenance on the Integra, you know what I'm saying? So happy Friday. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Peace out, and I'll see you on Monday.